Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. So, it's the beginning of the 1958 Chevy Apache build. It's going to be kind of a slow roll at first, so be ready for that. We got some housekeeping things we need to take care of as far as surface rust and things of that nature. Please don't hate me for getting rid of this truck's patina. It is rough. It needs cab corners. It needs the bottoms of the fenders on the rear. It needs patches on the front of the fenders. I mean, there's a lot of things that need to be done just to make it stable and a decent truck. So I like the patina too, but at the same time, it's going to go turquoise and white, I believe. So that creamy white and that 55, 56, 57 turquoise that you see on the 57 Chevs. So that's what we're going to be doing. So to recap, just so we're all on the same page, we bought this truck a couple months ago from South Carolina, and there's a couple videos. There's a playlist for this truck, so you guys can check that out. And every video that I do in short, I'll be adding to that playlist, so you guys can see this from literally the day we picked it up to currently where it is. Just like with the 73 Volkswagen thing. So some of you might be wondering, my normal subscribers and followers and watchers, why we're not working on the thing. We are working on the thing. It's just one of those deals where Ron's in the background here while I'm about to take this down to bare metal. Ron's going to be adjusting the rear brakes and the brake drums that were a little wobbly and getting that right, and I'm going to start working on this. So I'm trying to fit in Apache content, 40 Ford content, and Thing content all at the same time. So you guys will start seeing just a bunch of different things show up as far as videos. So check them out. They should be pretty cool. But right now, what I'm getting ready to do is to take our Bauer surface conditioning tool, right here. Eastwood has the same kind of deal. I bought a new drum this morning from Harbor Freight, and if you guys want one of these, you can get it from Harbor Freight. I think it's $129. It works amazing. You're about to see that. It should take this down to bare metal, polished, shiny bare metal here real fast. So the reason for this, okay, is, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there are shiny spots all over this hood from when I got it, which is bare metal. And it's starting to pit up a little bit and do things I don't want it to do. It's a really good hood, and I don't want to lose it. I did have a person say, a viewer say linseed oil. Yeah, I could, but honestly, if I was going to keep the patina look, yeah, but for now we're just going to start doing this, and it's something I want to do anyway, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take this hood down to bare metal on the top side and on the edges here. Bottom side I'm going to leave alone. It's in pretty good shape, and it's got a coat of black paint on it. That's, I think, pretty good. I'll show you that later. And we're just going to roll through this thing, and I'll bring you along for the ride so you guys can see this work. And we'll get this done, and then we'll figure out what the next piece of the truck we're going to take off and do. We've discussed acid dipping the truck. I want to see how this works first, and then kind of go from there. The cab might be something we get dipped, but I think I could definitely do the doors, some of the other grill and that kind of stuff. I think I could take care of with this pretty easily, so we're going to try that. But anyway, stay tuned. I'm going to get suited up with all the proper PPE and personal protective equipment, the ear muffs, the face shield, mask, because this, I will tell you this, I did the entire Volkswagen thing with this tool. It throws a lot of stuff. Okay, so you will have a kind of a haze going on, like you're painting almost, you know, unless you're outside with the wind blowing like it is. So I just want to protect myself and not have all that in my lungs, and so that's what we're going to do. So if you guys are going to do this, I highly recommend wear a mask and go from there. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up and we're going to get to it. So stay tuned. All right, guys, here we go. Let's roll. Say goodbye to the patina, much as I love it. Alright guys, let me show you what we got here. Get here. So, just in that short amount of time, we're pretty much down to bare metal there. And then I started coming across the front here. And I will get this lip down here, for sure. But I just started cruising. It gives you an idea, you know, the difference and how fast you can get there with the Bauer surface conditioning tool. It's amazing. Eastwood's got one too. It's they're pretty good, boys. So I'm gonna take a quick break, drink some water, because it's literally 98 degrees. They say with the humidity and everything it's 113 out here. So I'm gonna stay hydrated and not drop, and then come back out here and keep going. And I'll bring you along for the ride as we do the whole hood and then the metal conditioning process. And then tomorrow we'll do the priming of it, the epoxy, and kind of go from there. All right guys, I'll be back. All right guys, here we go, round 2. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go from here all the way across, get this completely done, see where I'm at. guys still watching? Alright, here's where we're at. We got to there. I pretty much got the front done. So we're getting there, boys. I think I'm gonna take a quick break, let the bower cool down a little bit and the hood cool down a little bit, and then I'm gonna keep going here. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. This is step 2 in this process for our 1958 Chevy Apache hood. We went ahead, took our bower surface conditioning tool, took it down to bare metal. Just on the top and on the sides, I haven't done the bottom yet. What we're gonna do next is do a concoction of vinegar water. I believe it's 1 part vinegar, 3 parts water, or something like that. And go ahead and treat this to try and treat the rust. And then we'll go over it with the Eastwood stuff and kind of go from there. And then tomorrow morning, we're prepping it so that tomorrow morning we'll pull the cars inside out, and then we'll put this in and get a few coats of epoxy on it, white epoxy. I believe it's from Eastwood, and then we're ready with that. So then this is ready for bodywork. It'll probably go back on the truck. Just for now, as this is just something we're doing in between doing everything else. I do feel like I'll probably start with a fender next. Probably this one. Pull the fender, the grill, just kind of disassemble the front, and start doing that here in the next week, and just getting it ready. I got a lot of disassembly to do here with just random shit that's on the firewall, wires and this and the other. None of this is getting used. The battery will not be there. This will all be custom painted, and aluminum radiator and the whole deal. So with a small block Chevy, probably, I'm guessing, maybe something different, I'm not sure, but for now we're gonna go with that and just kind of clean this up as much as we can. And our fenders look good, actually, don't they? Look at that, looks great. This looks really good too. Fenders are a little rough, but these don't look too terrible. Have to dig into this a little bit. We got a nice little mud dauber nest. Gotta love that. But anyway, guys, this is what we've got. I want to see if these fenders are repairable. I know I can repair the fronts here. These pieces here I can fix, no problem. Down here, I believe they sell the patch for the bottoms. So we'll see what happens. I do have some weird, somebody did something here, and we'll take them down, see how they look, and go from there. Here's Big Ron putting on the vinegar water. It smells terrible. So what'll happen is it'll turn this, anywhere there's rust, it'll turn it pretty much black. Basically let this sit on here and then hose it off and scrub it with Scotch-Brite pad, and do that. So that's what we're going to be doing here in a minute, and I'll bring you, actually I'll set you up here so you can watch us do it, and we'll go from there, guys. If you're watching this and you like what you're seeing, there's a whole lot more coming. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please like the videos and subscribe to the channel, and we'll just have a whole lot more of this. Now, something else that needs to be done is that car there. That's the 1963 Chrysler 300. It also needs the same kind of thing. So there are spots of bare metal on that, and with the weather that we have here, where it rains every couple hours, and the tropical storms and hurricanes and so on, we need to basically pull this car in the next few weeks before we go on our vacation, and get it cleaned up a bit and a nice sealer coat on it, and then see if we can't get our glass guy back to basically put the rear glass in, windshield. I can order a windshield, and I got all the side glass and everything inside the house. And basically, we'll go ahead and get that in it, so it's not a giant bathtub. It's somewhat sealed. So, anyway, guys, that's what we got. We're gonna keep putting the vinegar water on. Hey, Ron, that's 3 parts water, 1 part vinegar, right?
Right.
That's the formula here, guys. So if you're going to do this at home, this is a good way to treat bare metal.
It's a start.
It's a starting process. See how nasty it looks? Starting to turn. That's all that rust. Neutralizing it.
And we're still going to put fast etch on it eventually.
So Eastwood's fast etch is going to be the next process here once this is done. And all of this before we go and prime it with epoxy. That way we know we've pretty much neutralized any rust that's on here and treated it and done as much as we can so that it doesn't come back on us. That's kind of the idea here. So.
It really has got to set and work its way in, but sometimes I always kind of do this just to kind of open it up a little bit. Give it a little squirt.
It's not a hard process, guys, unless you just really hate the smell of vinegar like me. Definitely snap.
And
Thanks, sir.
it's got to sit on there and
Just cook. And, you know, we figured it's, I think with the humidity and everything right now, we're looking at 108, 109. I mean, it's hot. This stuff's evaporating as it goes on, you know?
then we let it sit for a while and let it just eat away.
Considering what it is. It's old as hell. The year Mom was born? 58. I just dated my mother. I shouldn't do that.
Usually, I mean, we might do this several times. let it just eat on there, you know. Come back and, you know, we can do this forever. But,
So there you go, guys. You see how it's turning colors? It's neutralizing that rust. We're gonna let this sit out here and cook for a little bit, and then we'll bring you back when we get to another step. Thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom.